Hi, 5th and 6th grade. This is the video for history for Thursday, April 2nd. Hope you're having a great day today. I want to go over the answers on 202, 203, and 204. Now, I know one of you immediately thought, we didn't do 202. I know you didn't. But you're still supposed to be doing your reading and you're still supposed to be learning this stuff. So let's go over the questions from 202. Make sure you got the answers from the reading. If you want to write them down, it certainly would not harm you on the test to have learned a little extra. So let me go over these. If you want to write them down, go ahead. Remember to be doing your history reading, all of your history reading, no matter how many pages I assign you from this book, okay? All right, so Benito Mussolini grew up with a father who was a socialist. Is that true or false? True. Okay, Benito eventually became a doctor for a brief time. Was he a doctor? Nope, he was a teacher. Okay, Mussolini discussed political ideas with other Europeans while living in Switzerland. That is true. After returning to Italy, Mussolini became the leader of the Republican Party. Did they have a Republican Party? Nope, it was a socialist party. After World War I began in 1914, Italy joined with the war with the Axis powers. And it says, no, they joined the war with the Allied powers in 1914. Okay. After the war, men called fascists wanted to change Italy's government. That was true. Mussolini chose the title of Il Duce for himself as he led the black shirts. That was true as well. The socialists used violence and terrorized those who did not agree with Il Duce. They were not called the socialists, they were called the black shirts. Il Duce and thousands of black shirts marched to Rome and forced the king to make Mussolini the prime minister of Italy. That is true. Okay, so there are some helpful things he did as prime minister. Here are some of them. He built roads, schools, factories, and hospitals. He provided land for farmers. He introduced new welfare benefits and sanitation programs, and he improved the railroad system. Okay. Explain how the Italian people saw Mussolini as a leader despite the helpful things he did in Italy. Well, he wanted to totally control things like industry, education, and media. He carefully controlled the newspapers so they were only allowed to say good things about him. And he organized his own secret police force to get rid of his enemies. He continued his reign of terror. Where did Mussolini think the greatest loyalty should be to? He thought it should be to the state. And where should our greatest loyalty be to? It should, of course, be to God. Okay. So now we're going to look at page 203, which is a study guide. And you should have done this yesterday, Wednesday, April 1st. So let's go through these answers. The matching. Match the term with the correct description. Okay. A large government-owned farm formed by combining individual smaller farms is a collective farm. C. A person who supports a dictatorship in which the government controls the economy, keeps opposition in check through terror and censorship, and has a policy of nationalism is E, a fascist. Another name for Russia beginning in 1922 was the Soviet Union. A system in which the government owns all the businesses and properties and makes decisions for the people. That is D, communism. A person who does not believe in God is A, an atheist. To examine material for the purpose of removing content or ideas not approved is B, censor. Okay, write S if the statement refers to Stalin, or M if it refers to Mussolini. So number 7, read revolutionary books which were forbidden in the seminary he went to. That was Stalin. Became the leader of the fascists in Italy. That was Mussolini. Was a communist who became the dictator of the Soviet Union. That was Stalin. Chose the title Il Duce. That was Mussolini. Chose a name that meant man of steel. That was Stalin. You can also remember S for Superman because he was the man of steel too. Okay, combined individual farms into large collective farms owned by the government. That was Stalin. Was born in Georgia, which was a Russian province. That was Stalin. And led the black shirts was Mussolini. What does the Bible say about the communist belief that man are basically good people? The Bible says that all men are sinners. For all have sinned and come short of the glory of God. So we're all sinners. We need God to change our hearts to make us be good or righteous. Okay, man is not naturally good. Go look at how little kids play with each other. Little tiny kids in the nursery are mean to each other because they're naturally not good. Okay, today's paper, you guys are supposed to use the glossary to write the definition, so I'm not going to read those to you. But I want you to complete this timeline. I want to make sure you get it right. So I'm going to go through this with you. In 1889, Hitler, he was born in Austria-Hungary. In 1913, he moved to Germany and fought in World War I. If I'm going too fast, you just pause the video. In 1920, he became a German Workers' Party leader. In 1923, he tried to take over the government of Germany with his Nazis. In 1932, he ran for president of Germany and lost the election. So he was persistent. In 1933, he was appointed chancellor by Germany's President Hindenburg. Judah, you know anything about Hindenburg? And in 1934, he became the dictator of Germany in the summer. So he went from losing the election in 1932 to becoming the dictator in 1934. And we know, and we're going to learn that he went on to do some terrible things after that. All right, this is the history. I want you guys to be studying, working on this. We are going to take a test on this the last day of school next week, which is Thursday. You get that long weekend. I know you're excited about that. It's possible your teacher is too. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great day. If you need anything, or if you have any questions, give me a call. Talk to you later. Bye.